Okay, 2, and then 3. If we're going to highlight the top 3, okay, see, you can also, okay, use the conditional formatting, and then, ang atong i-highlight is only the top 3. So, we can say, okay, greater than, okay, greater than, so top 3 man, greater than what? So, greater than, that's the condition. Or, ang top 3, less than, or equal to 3. Okay. So, naman, i-red text na natin. 3. Okay. Malapit. Less than, less than, okay, 4. Red. So, ito na nag-i-red. Yan na ito i-highlight. Less than 4.5. Masakta na 4.5. Ito lang na i-4. And then, we'll just, okay, change the text color. Napit lang. Butang naman ang kuan. We will clear. Okay, this is how to clear. Clear rows from selected cells. So we will only change the text color. We will not highlight or add fill color on the cells. Okay, less than 4. The default, okay, format is light red fill with dark red text. Okay, we will change this to, okay, red text. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we'll have the, okay, the top 3. So, di siya kahit karo. Kaya mura siya black or red. You can also change this to other color if you want. Okay, now for the category, so we will use this as category. Now, we have, okay, we can make our own category. So, for example, if the score is ranging from 1 to 50, okay, good singer. Then 51 to 74, awesome. 75 to 100 is great singer. Sa pailain na to, ani. Kaya naman sa video, okay? Kinsa may hilig o video, okay, ani. Sa pamailain na to, ani, ibutang nga category. Ay, ozam, na ay, sa pailain, ibutang nila nga, kuan bitaw, na ikaw magkanta. So, we will just, for this illustration, so we will just use this. Okay. Now, when to use this function, okay, we will use this VLOOKUP function. Now, in your class record, have your digital class record. Ay, nawala man. Isa masulod. Now, in your class record, there are, also man, 5 remarks. So, we have pass, fail, with highest honors, with honors. Kung saan ang sa pa with honors? Kung man ang category sa with honors. Issues. Mag-iibutan na ito sa tuang. Pero mga honors. With highest honors. Kasi sunod sa with highest.
With honors.
With honors.
With honors. Ang sunod?
Honors.
Honors. So, with highest honors, with honors, and honors. And then, katong dili mo qualify ano to do, it could be pass.
Yes, with high, with honors, manggo.
With highest, o with honors.
With higher, with honors, man.
Okay.
With high, with highest, with high,
With
with
high.
honors.
Okay. So, we have 5 Okay, remarks for your students with highest honors, with high honors, and with honors. And then passed
Ayos
and
lang.
failed. Sa
Failed.
lima, sa lima ka buok. Sa dili na ta pwede magamit na ng if. But if you're going to, pwede na okay, we can use if function, but we are going to have a very long formula. If you're going to try to display the formulas in your digital class record provided by DepEd, di ba? Tag-ask din siya og formula. Okay? Nakakita ko kay, I have a neighbor. Okay, his teacher also in the public. Okay, nagpatabang to siya pinilo. Pagka ano ko hala, oy, isa kay kagamaan ni nga, very long mo ng formula ani. Pwede naman ni pag-move-on.
Ano naman?
Okay, so anyway, it depends on how the formula is created. Okay, but the important is same ang expected na result. So, going back to our worksheet, so we will just categorize our contestants are good singer, awesome, and great. Okay, so we'll have this, values. Okay, 1, so meaning 1, 2, so this is the range of values. So 1 to 50, good singer. 51 to 74, awesome. And then 75 up, great singer. We can also add here, if you want to add more category, okay. For example, we have, kung kani siya, kuto ba na siya, 90, we'll have here another is 91, okay, up, sa may sunod sa grade, best, mata, sa may, na lang na. Okay, so we will be using this range of, a range, for our category. So we will categorize our singers. Now we can also, we can write this table. Okay, so there are two ways of writing the table. But you cannot do this, because we cannot write, we cannot write dash for the range of values. But if you are going to have this table, kasabot na si Excel nga ang 1 to 50 belong to the good singer. Okay, those numbers 52 to 74 awesome. But you cannot put dashes, to specify range of values. Because in math, diba, we're doing this one in math. So range, so this is the lower limit 1, the upper limit is 50, and then we're going to write dash in between. Now, this one, we can also write like this. So 1, 2, so this is, taas kaayo, 1 to 50, good singer. 51 to, like that. Okay, imuhang itinagsa. By the way, you're not going to, you're going to manually, type the numbers and the remarks here. If 1 to 50, simply and sound to, write the first two numbers to tell Excel the increment, or the step of numbering. So 1 to 50. Okay, and then, so this is for, good singer. So inyuha rin ng kopyaon. Okay, pwede ganag imuha ng double click. Bantay mo. Double click the fill handle to copy this. Text. Double click. So no need to drag. This is the autofill feature in Excel. So we have siya nga kuto ba na sa naay entry ni cell. Okay, so that is another way of copying values. Simply double click the fill handle. Saling ng fill handle, the small square here in the lower, bottom. Bottom right of the cell pointer. So we will use this table for our category to categorize our singer. So we will, go back to our score sheet. Bigyan na nato og i-reason. So category, so equals. Here, if we're going to use if, so dadhan if. Usually ang if, Aral na sa duha. Kung true ba na siya or false. Value. Okay, so here, we will evaluate kung unsa may category sa first or sa contestant number 1. Okay. So, sa ito mga categories, good ba na siya nga singer, awesome, great, or best. Okay. So, we have here equals. So, I intentionally, okay, put category in the different worksheet para makita ninyo kung saan pag, okay, copy or pag-use of values from the other worksheet. Okay, equals. So, we will use the VLOOKUP function. Okay, VLOOKUP. Now, there are two lookup functions in Excel. If the lookup direction is vertical, vertical, down. Okay, so we will use the VLOOKUP. So V stands for vertical. If our lookup direction is horizontal, okay, from left to right, okay, so we will use the H lookup. So H for horizontal. Okay, so VLOOKUP. So sa may ito ang i-lookup. So lookup value. So our lookup value is the score of the contestant. Okay. Then look at the parameters of this function. So we have the lookup value, the table array, and then the column index number, and then the range lookup. Now if you can see, okay, the angle brackets, not angle brackets, sorry, the square brackets rather. The square brackets in the parameter, so those parameters are optional. So everything that is enclosed in square brackets is optional. Okay. So our lookup value is the score and then comma. The next is table array. So sa table array, asa na ito pangitaan ng value? So table array is, okay, this table. So simply highlight the table. So we have two columns in our table. The first column, the score. The second column contains the category, okay, or the description. Okay. Then going back to our score sheet, so we have here if9, okay, score sheet B5 to E8. So this is where our table is located. And then the next parameter is the column index number. So again, there are two, okay, columns in our table array. The first column the score, the second column is the description for the category name. So what we will put here is naman the first column or the second column. Obviously the second column. So we will write here the column index number to be put here is 2. Okay? So close. So again, this is the lookup value. Okay, the score of the contestant, and then the table array, katong table, asa pangitaan na itong nga value, and then the column index number. So there are two, okay, columns in our table array. So what column to return? Kung sa may atong ipa-display, is it column 1 or column 2? So we wanted to put here the category. Okay, so we have the singer, the lead singer, and so on. Okay. Then enter we have here. Okay, why is it 0.02? So try to reformat your cells. So general. So number 0.2. This is general, no specific. So why is this 0.2? Okay, we'll try to, okay, repeat the formula. So 1, good. Okay. That's an clear. Okay, make sure that the number format or the format for the cell is, okay, general. So no specific format. So equals, we look up, $96 comma, our table array is, then comma, and then we will, okay, return column index number 2. We have here, close. So we have here best singer. Okay. So before copying, if we're going to directly copy the formula, so why is it in A? Okay, so there's an error. Okay. Because the range of our table array, okay, originally that is D5 to E8. So pag abot dire, naman, D8 to 11, okay, the last is D12 to E15. So may dagway ni D12. So where is D12? So here, D12 to E15. So kani mo iyahang kangitaan. So that is blank. So mo ang result is in A. So before copying, ang sabi ito, kanilang fix or absolute ang inyong table address. Okay, so we'll put here the ampersand, not the ampersand, sorry, the dollar sign, and then dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign. Okay, then copy. So we have here the category. So this is the same as with your, okay, students in your digital class record. Now, if we have here the final grades, for example, of the student, okay, we'll say, okay, kapoy kayo, if you're handling 50 students in a section, in a class, okay, so, butang-butang with honors, pangita of high honors, ibalis tayo. So, final grade, and then we have here the remarks. So, we'll just put here, okay, the result of, so this, assume hang, the result niya siya sa computation. But for illustration, so we will just type here the grade of student. Okay, so this is student number lang. Student number. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we'll just make 7. We have here, for example, 74, 96, 89, okay, 95. Kana represented ka ng remarks. Okay. So, for the remarks, ano lang ito magbutang? So, ang range of values, ang 0 to, wala dyan po yung 0, no? So, 0 to, come on, 1 to 74 is, come on eh, failed. Ano sa may 74 pag yapon? Ang failing grade, 1 to 74. About, ay, ang grading system is 5.0. Failed mo. Failed. So, 1 to 74. And then 75 to, asa magtama ng puan, with honors. 90. 90. So, 75 to 89. So, failed na siya. Tapos na magangan, ha? Okay, sorry. 74. Failed. And then, 75 to, hindi na natuos mo na ito ang range. 75 to 89. So, mga ni ang pass. Diba? And then, 90 to, asa man ang with honors? Tama. 90 to
95.
Okay, 90 to 95. Okay. With honors. Okay. And then, with high honors,
95 to 97.
asa taman?
96 to 97.
97. With high honors. Anyway, this is just an example, di ba? The important is, you know the process, okay, on how to put remarks automatically. And the 98 above,
Ito na highest.
okay, with highest honors. Okay. Pero sa tinuoray ha, dili lang ingani atong values kana na point, di ba? Sa statistics. Okay, 74.5, nga na. Okay. So, left ko lang. Sige. So, money ang ato ang, wala kita itong final grade. Final grade, ay natin. And then we have here the remarks. So, this is a word table. Okay, you can also put your table in other worksheet. So, this one, so we will simplify this. So, 1 to 74 is failed. So, pwede na na natuog, wala on. Ang 10 ni, pwede na buwan on. So, automatically, 75 to 89 is passed. Okay, ito rin ko haon. Okay, 95. Okay. Mga mathematician di ha. Ito na ba ni? So, 75 to 89. So, we will try this one. Okay. So, we will apply this. Now, for those who are non-teaching in this class, you can use this to put categories. Like, for example, you have an evaluation. Okay, you are conducting an evaluation. And then, naman yung mga category, diba, sa results. Okay, so you can use this. So, there are so many cases or uses for this function, the VLOOKUP function. So, here, so, tangan itong remarks. So, ni pass, failed. If you're going to look at the table manually, so 90. So, what is the appropriate, or what is the equivalent remarks for 90? Kasi mo siya nabilong. Naasa? Pass. Diba? Pass. Okay. So, our owners mag-start of 95. Okay. So, equals VLOOKUP. Okay. From itong i-lookup value, the final grade, comma, and then the table array. Okay, in highlighting the table, do not include the column headings. Do not include the column headings. Do not include final grade and remarks. Start from the first value. And another thing to remember, your values in the first column must be in ascending order. Dili ni pwede inyong i-reverse. Okay, dili na pwede inyong sagol-sagolon. So, the lookup value, di ba? This is our lookup value. Your lookup value must be in ascending order. Okay, or must be sorted before you can use the VLOOKUP functions. Okay. So, we have here one, okay, failed. So, we will, highlight our table array. Okay, so this is the range of our table array. F28 to G33. And then comma, and then column index number nga itong i-return is column 2. So this is column 1, this is column 2. So we have here 2. See? Then enter. So we have here passed. Again, before copying, okay, you can put here the $sign to make this address absolute. Okay, or you can edit the formula in the function box. Function bar. Okay, here or pwede sa imuhang active cell. $sign. Okay, do not forget to make the range, the address absolute. Range, address absolute. Okay, so automatically, so we have here. Okay, so usara ang with honors. Now, if we will change this, for example, to 99, automatically, na-change with highest honors. For example, we will change this to atong sawayan with honors. So, 95. Okay, if this is 95, so with honors. So, automatically, it will put remarks in the class report or in the column for the grade. Okay? So, even if you are handling, thousands of students, for example, so that is, very easy to manipulate. And it is how to use the VLOOKUP. So here we were able to use the sum function, apply sum, conditional formatting, So can is same as this one. If you're going to find, for example, the top 5 in the class, or the top 3, okay, you can highlight the final grade. Kung makita ka sa top 3 mo, okay, and then you can apply conditional formatting. Okay, so, wala man i-rank na to. I-rank pa man ni. Okay, you're going to rank this one first to know the top 3 students in the class. So, you know na how to use the rank function. Or if you want to highlight all the honor students in the class, okay, you can also apply conditional formatting, highlight those rules, and then, okay, we will select more rules. So, cell value is, okay, greater than or equal to 95, to include 95. So, greater than or equal to, okay, 95. So, we will highlight this because these are the honor students in the class. Okay, bold. You can make it blue. Then, okay, so so we have to be the honor students in the class. Okay. Questions?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Kung sa grado sa college, ma'am, kay ang gamay o number kay maumay dako o grado. So,
Balihon. Balihon ni mo, ma'am.
Okay.
Less than. Use less than operator.
Okay.
Use less than operator. Okay, kuan man to sila, pabali man ka, di ba? 5 down to, 5 to 1.0. 5 is the lowest, di ba? And then 1 is the highest. Ana ang grading system na diri sa Bohol. But in Cebu, bali pag sila. For example, in CIT, ang 5.0 mao na ilahang highest grade. Ang 1.0 lowest grade. So the failing grade is 2.9 down. Ang 3.0 mao na nakapasa. Ang sa ato apa 75 ang 3.0. Okay, sa college so 3.0 ang passing. Pero sa ilaha bali, ilang grading system. Okay. Questions? Are there any questions? It's already 12:59. Okay, you can eat your lunch while attending our class. So that is one of the advantages of online learning, online teaching. You can eat while attending your class. Okay. Attend ba mo mga webinars? Kinadaghan na sa webinars online. Web na online. Daghan kaayong okay. This is your activity. So, color-coded para masabtan. Okay. So, you're going to make a sample digital class report. You can use your data. Okay, but do not use the real name of your students in this columns. Okay? Now, here, we have here validate the data to limit the value that can be entered in a cell. So we will also study on how to validate data. So we will apply data validation. Now for our score sheet, diba, this one, voice quality is 50%, meaning the judge cannot put here a number beyond 50 because voice quality is only up to 50. So kung butang siya og 60, pupunta si dapat tingnan na siya unsa man invalid score. Tingnan naman 50 naman siya taman. So same with your class record. I do not know if wala na siya na format sa inyong digital class record. Now if the quiz score, the highest score is 20, the teacher cannot put here score beyond 20. So, hindi siya pwede. Nagtapa na ba si 2 o si 3, di ba? So, kintahay na butanganan niya. Tumayin na siya. This value doesn't match the data validation restrictions defined for the cell. then you can retry. Ay, 20 na di ay ito. Okay, so mudawat na siya. So, we have to validate the values entered in a cell. Okay, so kani, kung to 15 yung ma-input, kani po 12, and so on. So, you're going to, validate the data to limit the value that can be entered in this cell. Okay, so we have here the total. So, sum of quiz 1 to quiz 5. So, you can use here the sum function. And then percentage obtained. So, I have also provided here the formula. So, all you have to do is just to follow the formula given. So, this is your guide. Okay. Guide ninyo. And then, I will lock the cell. Okay, kanini wala man ko ni formula. Okay. So, color-coded. Okay, for the grade, so naana na din ha. Okay, so sum of all weights. Okay na lang, yung weights is equivalent to 100%. So, ang weight for the quarterly assessment is, so this is only good for 1 quarter. Okay, so 1 quarter. You can add more columns if you want to, make, the entire school year na grade. But for this activity, you have to make only the grade of your student for the first quarter. Now, if there are other parameters in your grade, the parameters are quizzes, then performance tasks, and then quarterly assessment and grade. Now, this is for the basic ed. Now, those who are teaching in the higher ed, those who are in the college, because the transmutation table used here is 1. So, 0 to 100. Okay, ang grado ani is 60 to, 100. Now, for the college, ang 0 ani is, this is 1.0, 5.0, this is 5.0, and this is 1.0. So, I will give you, or kanina lang gamita for the college also. Or if you want to ask me the transmutation table for the grading system of the in college, so I will send to you the transmutation table that you can use. Itong 3.0 to 5.0. Okay, so I have also a transmutation table for the college. And then for the remarks, para ma-practice mo using the VLOOKUP function, I have here the remarks. Okay, 98 to 100 with highest honors. Namalik ko ni. Okay, 95 to 97 with honors. Okay, so modify this table so that this table can be used in your VLOOKUP function. Now, why you need to modify? Okay, again, you cannot use dashes, diba? To specify the range of values. And then, another thing is your range must be, or the lookup value must be sorted. Okay? Okay, from ascending to arrange in ascending order. So, from lowest to highest. Okay? Para ma-practice. Bisa kanina lang inyong last activity. So, dali pa kayong activities para sa inyo para check up ba? Nga itong mga discussion before. Kung nakuha ba ito. Okay, so in making your activity, it's just alright if you work in team. Okay? Para magka-collaborate kung yung classmates. But make sure that you're the one making your activity. Okay. If you are making the activity just to comply the requirement, walay ayo. Okay, kinahanglan nga nakatakon. Okay, so dili measure ang grado sa inyong achievement. Okay, ang achievement is daghang nakatunan. Okay, nakay nakatunan. Okay, questions about the activity. This will be posted later. May
Excuse, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Question.
Ma'am, ihatag ni mo na mo ng template ni mo or kami magbuhat lang?
I will send the template. I will attach this to your assignment.
Okay, ma'am. Sige, ma'am.
Okay, question.
Ma'am, another ma'am. How many students?
Okay, I have here 10.
10 students. Ano mo, ma'am?
10. Gama-gama rin na ha. Okay, remember the Data Privacy Act. Do not put here the real name. So, this is
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, pwede by 2, ma'am.
Kasi by 2.
Asa by groupings, ma'am ba?
Ha?
Katong gingon dito ni mo ganina nga grouping or by team, ma'am.
You can group in team, but you are going to make this individually. Meaning, you can collaborate with the other. Okay.
Okay. Oh,
You can solicit, you can solicit ideas from your classmates or you can ask help from your classmates, but you have to make your own. Okay. Question? Yes.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, pwede ko pa na nag-burn out na sa mga sa bagulo ko kabalik. Kato galing 5 volt nga 5 volt na look up ma'am. Tan-aw ko sa formula ma'am siguro po ako na screenshot tanawon lang nako. Okay ra?
Yes,
Bagulo
ma'am.
ko kabalik man gud. Kato lang pa na. Kana. Okay ra pa naman.
Tapos atong itarong.
Okay na ko ma'am. Please ko sa katong usa ka worksheet ma'am kung asa ko makita category.
This one, kanilang, behind.
Kanarang ang ibasihan ni ma'am kanarang D o E
Yes,
ma'am.
kani.
Okay. Okay, sige. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, copy. Okay na, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
si ma'am, kana
Yes.
ma'am, pwede
Wow.
pakita ni mo ma'am og unsaon pag-add og column sa quiz or assessment kung daghan og quiz, ma'am.
This one, you're just going to add here before the total column, then insert. Click it on the row, not row, column. The column label, and then insert. So you can insert. And
Okay,
then,
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
okay, the column heading, that is automatically added. Okay, so 6, 7, 8. Then you're going to put here. Wala mangutana, unsaon pagbalibig? Wala ginang utana. Ang gahuwat ra.